makes it sexual for me is because a diaper during the day, because I wear 24/7, makes me feel protected and safe. And that's the reason that I want to wear a diaper during the sex, to feel protected and safe. And many in our community as well are part of the kink community and the BDSM community. And they like to wear diapers because of the power exchange between them and their partners.
Lekker, good. Hello everyone and welcome
to What's a Lekker Good, the podcast on YouTube about sex, taboos and all sorts of other naughty things.
And a bit informational,
And funny,
educational.
Yes.
Yes.
All of that.
Yeah, but funny overall.
Yeah.
Most of the
Work.
Yeah. And today we have Max.
Hi guys, thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, we're so happy and super excited.
Yes.
But first, before we're gonna start the conversation, what are your pronouns?
My pronouns are he and them. So I'm okay with he because I identify as a male, but I have also a lot of female hormones inside of me. But that's why I choose also for them.
Mm-hmm.
Male parts are the most in my body, but I don't see any identification through like that male is male and women is women. I think it's mixed in me, so that's why also them.
What are 3 qualities that you have?
I'm very creative, caring, and a little bit flamboyant.
Oh, we love flamboyantness.
Yes.
And childish over.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, of course, because you are an adult baby.
Yeah, that's true. There are many names that I identify through the community, and the community, like there are multiple communities where I'm in at the moment, but in the first place, I identify as a age-regressor and as a little, because you have the littlespace community and the age-regression community, and that's the therapy way of dealing with that you are still feeling childish and stuff, and you can also use it to cope with your trauma, your everyday life, your stress, your anxieties, your depressions, and then adult baby or ABDL, so adult baby diaper lover, and age play. Those are the names for the kink community and the fetish community, and that can be non-sexual and sexual.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a big misconception that people have is that you are the
pedophile.
Yeah,
that's
the
huge
people
one.
that are into
That's
age play.
a huge
or
misjudgment, yeah. And that's really weird because we don't want to be with children. We want to be the kid itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, yes, there is a sexual side to it. And I have that sexual side too. But yeah, I only discovered that when I was getting sexually active. Yeah, exactly.
It has nothing to do with
No,
a child.
No, exactly. It has nothing to do with kids whatsoever.
No.
What makes it sexual for me is because a diaper during the day, because I wear 24/7, makes me feel protected and safe. And that's the reason that I want to wear a diaper during the sex, to feel protected and safe. And many in our community as well are part of the kink community and the BDSM community. And they like to wear diapers because of the power exchange between them and their partner. So like daddy, mommy, big brother, big sister towards their baby, brother, sister, or their baby in general.
But even like straight, like vanilla people play daddy.
Yeah, they play daddy.
In their sex life, and then it's okay.
Yeah, they play teacher and schoolgirl.
Yeah.
And people don't look weird at that either. So I'm like,
that's normal.
That's normal.
But if when you do it and you wear a diaper, then it's weird.
Yeah, and I don't say I identify as gay, though I have a boyfriend, and I am more attracted to men though. Yeah. But if I'm in a kink situation, in a fetish situation, if a mommy comes to me and makes me feel so little and childish, and then I'm totally sure I can do it with her too. Really, yeah. It's if she's like, oh, do you want mommy's boobies?
The mommy,
then I'm
yes.
gone.
The mommy power.
Then that's the mommy power. Really.
Yeah, so you're basically more pansexual.
Yeah,
That's
probably.
what we are. Like I fall for people.
Yeah, exactly.
Not gender.
No. I think I can fall in love with everyone, but sexually, I'm more attracted to men. But in kink, I can do it with women too.
No, I'm more attracted to males. I've never been in a relationship with a woman, but I wouldn't say that it would not happen. You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know who you're gonna meet.
No.
Really? Not in a bottle for me?
You don't have one.
Next time.
Yeah, we'll get you one.
So when did the feeling start that created...
I think I was 4 or 5 already. I was just potty trained, and I remember seeing cousins or other kids or toddlers still in diapers or younger than me and still wearing diapers, and I was like, I felt a little bit jealous about that. I was like, I want to wear them again as well. They make me feel safe, and it's like I feel secure. That's all that I've known. I saw an article online about a mother that says my 4 or 5-year-old still sleeps in a crib because he doesn't know anything else. It makes him feel safe. He doesn't have any nightmares because of it. So why would I change that? Why would I change it into a big boy bed? Like no. Why? If you feel safe and it's for sleep, it has nothing. The society really wants a kid to go on a certain path, and I'm like, don't get rid of your childish side. Of course, if you're not into childish things, if you don't like it, if you want to grow up, that's okay. But it's not like
if you don't want
to, it's not a shame to love childish kids shows when you're like 8 and you still love baby TV or stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that. No, exactly. But then it started for me when I was that age, and when I was around 11, I found a documentary on YouTube about a guy who was living his life as a baby, and I was like, oh my god, I'm not the only one who wants that. I'm not a freak. I'm not a freak. And I always thought that before, that like, oh my god, I must be sick or whatever. And then I thought, no, there are more people like me.
A lot of them actually.
A lot of them. There are a lot of freaks. Hey.
Makes the world a much better place.
Exactly. Let your freak flag fly.
Yeah.
But then I discovered it. I started to buy diapers of my pocket money that I was like getting some diapers from. And I remember a night that I came home with diapers, and my mom and dad searched my bag and they found them, and they were like, what's this?
Yeah, they might be a little bit confused.
Yeah, how did they react?
They were confused, exactly, at the start, but I explained to them why I wore them. My dad was really going to defensive mode, like, ooh, I saw those freaks on an American documentary. I don't want you to get turned into one of those. And then they ignored it for over a year. They thought, oh, it's maybe a phase. He's going into puberty. He's 12 now. Maybe that's something about it.
But it didn't go away.
No. No. And in a year, it got bigger for me. I wanted more. I wanted to feel more little and stuff like that. So they wanted to get me in therapy, and they did, but it didn't work at all. No, it's not. It's like it's like getting rid of your sexuality or whatever. You can't do that. It's so weird. And they were like, "Oh yeah, you're addicted to diapers. We're getting you in rehab." So yes, really. My therapist said, "Okay, you will." Yeah, it's like your rehab therapy. So you only have one diaper for this month, or no, you have 2 diapers for this week, one for the next, and then nothing at all. And they thought then it will go away. And don't be on Instagram or whatever, because that will trigger you. And I'm like, but
what kind of therapy?
Yeah, right. And I was like, this is not working for me. Because I was curious because I was 14, 15 years old. I was like, oh, maybe it is better for my adult life not to have this. But then I noticed, like, I'm feeling so depressed and not like myself. And then I said to my mom and dad, I said, look, I'm going to quit therapy because they're turning me into someone I'm not. And accept me or don't accept me, but I'm not going to change who I am. And then they were like, okay, we tried. Bit by bit, I made them more understanding by explaining it more to them, showing them things. Also, when I bought my first adult baby diapers, I was a teenager, and I bought like diapers for my size, and I opened the box in the living room. So they were around, so they got used a little bit more about the idea that I was going to wear them, and that I was more into the little space and stuff like that, and still watching my favorite TV shows from when I was a kid. So yeah, that's really it.
A lot of people are not aware that
No,
that
that's
it
the thing. That's
exists.
why a lot of people of our community are too scared to be themselves in public or even to talk about it with different people. Is because look, you don't have to wear diapers in public if you don't want to. If you feel not comfortable with it, don't do it. And if it's only just a kink in the bedroom for you, that's okay. But if you really want to express yourself in public as well, but you're too scared of, then I'm like, you are totally able to be yourself and to do these things. Like, I get why people are too scared for the judgments and stuff like that people have, because there's no place that people are talking about this online because people are too afraid of coming out.
No, not much.
No, because there are so
That's
many
why
misjudgments.
we're doing it.
Yay!
Yes.
We're recreating a new world.
Yeah, as it should be. Everyone should be allowed to be free and express themselves.
To be
however
their
they want.
to be their complete 100% selves.
Yeah. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
And many of us are ashamed of who they are because they think it's something bad and weird. Yes, it's weird. But there's no normal. There is no normal. That doesn't exist. That's what the society for years has been trying to do. Like, people should live a certain way, and everything besides that is just weird and queer. And now also people were saying like, you should be like, that's how you teach it in the school. You are straight, but if you're gay, that's okay. But no, that's not
the
how
only thing that exists.
You shouldn't do it like that. No one is born straight. Yeah, of course, people are born straight too. But I mean, like,
I don't.
No, okay, but yeah.
I think everyone
is a little bit
gay, and I think also...
Don't put them in a box. You're now doing the same thing. Don't go that way.
But yeah, I don't believe that people are 100% straight, and I also don't believe... I think everyone has a fetish or a kink. They might not be aware of
it.
them.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe there are 100% completely vanilla people.
Well, my parents really, they have nothing that because we are very open.
Yeah.
So I tell them about my sexual life, stuff like that. And they are like, well, should we put a horse head on too? When they see something on TV about educating about kink and fetish for a guy that was like into a horse kink and stuff like that.
Yeah, pony play.
Pony play. Yeah, exactly. I was looking for the definition. And my father was like, shall I do it too? And then we were laughing about it because, I would never see you doing that.
Don't know. Maybe they tried.
No. They don't do anything like that. They're too vanilla to do that. But they are open-minded. But they're too vanilla to try out those things.
Yeah, but it could be something like very low-key, like a foot fetish.
No.
No, see, there
because
are people 100% vanilla.
Yeah,
I completely believe that.
Yeah, really. Yeah,
Yes.
really. Because I talk about all these kinks and fetishes with my parents. Like when I had my ex-boyfriend who was Irish and lived here in Leiden for the university, we got to speak up, and he was my daddy for 2 years, and he was also a foot fetishist, and I talked about it with my parents, like, oh my god, when he nibbles on my toes, I feel good about that, but I could never do it with someone else. No, I could never touch someone's feet.
No, me neither.
No. So my parents were, oh no, I wouldn't think about it. And my father, come on, nibble on mine. Like, we joke about it. So that's why it's also, they're so accepting now over it and understanding it. Did they like it? No. Did they rather have that I was normal as society wanted it to be? Yeah. But no, it's not going to happen. So they accepted that fact.
I think a lot of parents also want that for their kids because it's easier for them.
Yeah, but life isn't easy, sweeties.
No. Because do you have like bad experiences with people in your day-to-day life who judge you that you are an adult baby?
I came out to like vanilla friends after I graduated, because during school I never wanted to say, because my classmates were my best friends, but I never wanted to tell them, not because I was afraid that they wouldn't understand, more because I was, I'm at my education, I wanted to be professional. I don't want to think about my little space now and stuff like that, and I didn't need it because I loved my studies that I did. So I was like, no, I don't need my little space right now. I can regress when I come home. So then I put a diaper on, stuff like that, and I just watch my favorite kids shows and stuff like that, and I'm totally zoned into the childish. I'm 2 years old again at that point. So I never really told them. A few I told, and they did understand. They needed some more explanation, of course, like most people.
That's only normal.
But then I also lived on myself when I was studying, and I have housemates, and I know that I get deliverance at home. And I was sitting one night with one of my housemates, and I was like looking at the vibe of how she is, like what is this person. And we were talking about it, and when I dated like with vanilla people or gay people or whatever, I always thought, okay, let's see how the date is going. If it's the first date, I'm not gonna tell. I'm just going to see if this is going to work out. If it's going to work out, then I will be telling it a little bit later. And when it was working out, I said, how do you think about kinks or fetishes or stuff like that? When I was 16, I already talked about that. And I was like, that's young. But I didn't say like, how do you think about kink or fetishes? But how do you think about lifestyles or stuff like that? And I said, I have a best friend who does this and this and this and who wears diapers and stuff like that. Look, it's not my. I was like, yeah, he should be.
I have a friend.
I have a friend who's doing it, and he's like, well, if he's like, if he likes that, or if, then he should be who he is. And I was like, okay, this is the vibe. And then a little bit later, I'm that friend. There has been many mommies and daddies that I've talked to, but most of them just really hurt me in the way that they were like, oh, this is not going to work, and they immediately quit it while they were promising all kinds of things, and they were like, no. And one mommy was like, oh yeah, she was promising everything. I could go to her house, stuff like that. And then she was like, I also have a other little, and I was always talking to her for months. And she's like, yeah, I have that little for now 3 years. I was like, okay, I didn't know. I'm okay with that, but I didn't know.
She didn't
tell me, no.
Tell you straight away.
No. And I found it really weird. And she said, I told him, and he doesn't want to share me with you. So she built a relationship in like a mommy baby way already for me for 2 months.
And then took it away.
Yeah, exactly. So that was,
No, I know about people, not only mommies and daddies who do that, but also a lot of male. Happens
Luckily,
to me all the time.
Yeah, my best caregiver that I had, and only my first caregiver, I was 14, 15, and I was in a relationship with a girl back then because I was still figuring out my sexuality. And then she knew about it because I told her, and she was like, she was so in love with me that she wanted to accept it right away. So she treated me like her baby too when I was 14. And it was, oh my God, lovely. But I after a year, I was like, but wait, I'm not really in love with her. I'm just staying with her because she's treating me like, And I was like, that's not fair to her. So I broke up like 3 times in total during our relationship, but she kept going back to me. And in the end, I broke up with her because I'm like, I also want to experience things with boys. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. And now I haven't talked to her in like 2 or 3 years, but last time she texted me, she was like, you ruined my life, stuff like that, because you never really did this and this and this. And I'm like, you chose, I broke up with you 3 times. You kept going back to me, sweetie. So that's the thing.
It's not your responsibility ever to make someone else
happy.
No.
You have to make yourself happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she can't say that you did it. She did it herself.
And I'm very happy with being little, and also being little in public with my boyfriend. It's very fun.
Yes, do you wear like diapers out in public?
Yes, because I wear it 24/7, but I don't.
But without clothes?
In my hometown, I don't, because there's family and friends there, and my family is very well known in my town, but that's just for my mom and dad, so they don't get harassed or whatever by all the people there. If otherwise, I would have done it, but not all. I'm not walking in winter time in just my diaper outside. Yeah, it keeps me warm down there. But no, it's not. No, that's not what I'm doing. But when I'm on vacation or at the beach, then I do it. Yeah, with just a t-shirt and a diaper, stuff like that. Because it is not illegal to wear just a diaper on the streets because you're not naked. It's considered lingerie underwear. So you have to wear, like, if you wear plastic pants on top of it or a diaper cover, it's exactly the same thing, but you're wearing on top, then it's allowed. And in America too, one of my best friends lives in Chicago, and they wear a diaper on the streets the whole time in a t-shirt and a diaper cover on top of it. So that's fun. And when I was in Chicago last summer, we were at the hotel where the convention where I was happening. And
was it a special convention?
Yeah, for littles and ABDLs, age players, age regressors. Some furries were there too, because it's a lot of times combined too. And puppies were there too, but it's really a age play, little space convention. It was a lot of fun. And also the hotel staff was amazing. They were so accepting and understanding. They were standing behind the counter in overalls themselves. It was so sweet. So that was cool. But yeah, I remember that they said, that I said to them, hey, I want to try it in public completely in public.
Yeah.
And so we went downstairs to Starbucks, and I was wearing a diaper with a diaper cover and a t-shirt. And I was there at Starbucks ordering coffee. It was
And how did people react? Or were people like...
In America, they're used to a lot.
Yeah, that's so true.
They're it's so weird. They're so strict and so scared of everything, but they're used to everything.
I think they are more open-minded than Dutch people.
Yes, but it's just the laws that they're afraid of.
But I think indeed on the streets you see so many stuff
they
they are just like...
And it's just like they're scared of when they're doing stuff that's maybe illegal or whatever, that they get sued, because everyone gets sued there for nothing. If you just shell, hey, you no, and then you sued already.
Yeah.
So
if
that's
you slip
yeah.
somewhere, it's sued.
It's your sidewalk. I sue you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was really a lot of fun. And here in the Netherlands, I walk around, like in Amsterdam, I just walk around in a onesie with a nice cute of overalls. And like when I was on the canal tours, I just wore a short overalls with a onesie under it. And my passy was like hanging like this.
Yeah. And no one said anything.
No, because no one is noticing it. Like, and what do they think if they see my pacifier? The one thing they may think is, oh, he's maybe autistic or whatever. Yeah, that's what maybe will think.
Also, when you wear diapers, people think, oh, he has like a problem.
Yeah.
And
incontinence.
He needs to wear
them.
That's
like,
the first thing that people think.
People of our community are very scared of being themselves in public. I get comments the whole time like, oh my god, you wear also, I can't even wear a diaper under my clothing, I'm too scared that people will see and notice. I'm like, sweetie, no one will notice. No one is looking at your butt. No one is checking you out, sweetie. Everyone's paying attention at their own lives. Look at it. If you walk down the street and you see all those many people, no one will look at you. No one will look at your butt. So no one will see. It's the fear that people will see it. That's it. It's the fear. And I had that fear too, but after a long time, no one is noticing it. And if you are really scared, wear a long coat in the winter and tie a hoodie or a vest around your waist in the summer if you're really scared. Yeah. But no one will see it. And if they see something...
I don't think they will come up to you and say, hey, are you wearing a diaper?
No one will.
I don't think that will happen.
No one will.
People are also scared to confront others.
Yes, exactly.
Like, why would you go out of your way to ask someone, are you wearing a diaper?
And also people think, the people in our community think that other people can see it, but no one can see it. We can see it because we know how it looks like under clothing. And we are looking at people's butts to detect if people are wearing diapers and are part of our community. That's the thing. But no, it's not like people will notice.
And is the community in the Netherlands big?
It's big. Yeah, it's big. It's one of the biggest around the world. Known on the internet, though, of course, because in every country, in every city, there are ABDLs and littles. But here in the Netherlands, I have tracked online on a Dutch chat room. I have found about 10,000 people. Combined with also Instagram, because if you look at my followers, I have 5,000 followers on my Instagram. Follow me. Like a few hundreds of them are Dutch. Yeah. And
it's probably a lot more because most people are not open about it.
No, exactly. And not on social media about it or have a total blank page. So you also don't know if that's really someone out of the community or whatever. So that's the thing,
So it's quite a big community, but... there is not a lot of information of it, into the world.
Exactly, that's why I want to do this, because I want to create education that it's completely innocent. We don't want to play with children. We don't know. It has nothing to do with that. We are just simply... Everyone has a little bit of age regression inside of them. When you're playing a board game, or then you're all getting competitive, like I want to win. That's also what kids do. Watching Disney, a lot of adults do that these days.
Yeah, I still watch it.
Yeah, exactly, and that is, and that was first considered childish too. And now all these adults are doing nostalgic things are in fashion right now. Yeah. It's.
I still sleep with stuffed animals.
Right, it has nothing to do with kids in general, no. Because when I went on the plane to go to America last summer, I brought my plushie with me for the first time on a plane because I was afraid of flying. But when I had my plushie with me, I was not afraid at all. I felt so safe, and I heard from other people, just regular vanilla adults.
Yeah, that they do it too.
They do it too, because also their therapists say, bring something that makes you feel protected and safe from...
Or a pillow.
Or a pillow, stuff like that, because it will help you. Yeah, so that's fun. But on vacation, if I go to a tropical island with my boyfriend, also last October, I just wear a diaper and a t-shirt on the beach. I remember I laid down on the bed on the beach at the naked gay part. And we were laying there, and my best friends were also there, and they had swimsuits with Paw Patrol on it and stuff like that. And they had floaties on and stuff like that, and a swim diaper under it. And I was like, it was the last day, and I was like, I'm not in the mood for swimming. We already went to the beach like the whole week. So I was like, I'm not in the mood for swimming. And I was laying there in just my diaper and a t-shirt and a cap. And I heard some English people, some British people beside me, oh my God, those swimsuits are very cute. Are they wearing nappies? And I was like, yeah, they are. And they are cute indeed. And then we had the whole conversation. I was educating them about it. And they were like so chill. So that was really cool.
Yeah, I think most people, if you go into a conversation with someone, they'll understand.
Yeah, totally.
Most people just don't know.
Oh.
They don't have the information.
People of our community are too scared of being themselves so that for getting fired or family disowning them. Like, one of my best friends who's from Chicago, when they told their parents in their childhood or whatever, their parents went to 11 therapists with them. And every therapist there said, there's nothing wrong with it. Why are you making it a thing? And their parents, no, it is wrong. It is weird. And then eventually my friend chose, sorry guys, but you're making me unhappy, and then moved out and crowd surfing for like years and stuff like that, and now has a known place luckily. But before that, you have to do what makes you happy. If your family or friends are keeping you from being yourself and being happy, then that's toxic. And of course it's hard. Of course it's hard to be yourself in this world, especially in this world. But life is never going to be easy. So you have to do, for me it wasn't easy either. I worked so hard with the relationship with my parents and risked so many things to be like this and to live like this as well. And it's not like I act like a 2-year-old the whole day free. No, otherwise I wouldn't sit here speaking like this. No, exactly.
You couldn't do that.
I couldn't do that. I was like, I was doing that the whole time. I was running around looking at everything, like, oh, what's going on? Oh,
with the plushes there.
I would do that. I would grab in the dirt, like,
in the corner.
In the corner.
No.
Don't do that.
Don't.
No, but that's the thing. And I can be like that at home in my own room, but it's not like...
How does your room look like?
Now, my room looks like a typical adult room, really. I have now the attic at my parents' place. I really built it into my own nice space, a little apartment, really. And I have a nice couch, but my bed sheets are of Winnie the Pooh and Disney and stuff like that, and like Studio 100 childhood shows, that's really my sheets. And I have lots of plushies on my bed.
But then I have the same. Like, I wear Disney pajamas, I have Disney bedding, I have stuffed animals on my bed. Yeah,
really. And you see, girls are not really ashamed to do that. Vanilla girls, no. But
it's
vanilla boys, vanilla boys, there's... Oh, no, that's not masculine. That's not masculine. That's not cool. And luckily I see more people also now, teenagers who are also boys, more comfortable with also keeping their childish things with them, luckily. That it's more... that they don't think, oh, you're too old for that. Luckily, in our time, really, when we were kids, that was really a thing. Now it's a little bit fading away. I have the idea.
I think also because the gender is more fluid. Everything is getting more normalized. You see it more on television. So there's not such a big thing with males that they always have, like, you have to be grown-ups.
The pressure to grow up.
Exactly.
It's becoming more easy,
I
think.
Also our community, because I saw footage of like VHS tapes from the 80s. There was this guy in San Francisco, because back then you didn't have social media. So how would you know that people were also littles? And that was the thing. So I'm so lucky to have been born in this age. And I saw those footage, and that person created a advertisement in the newspaper. He said, I'm like this. If you're like this as well, I have a mansion in San Francisco. Come, there's a party. And hundreds of people came, and then they found out the community. That's really, of course, for already decades, like in the 20s and 30s, there have been like kink magazines and fetish magazines already, and there was H-play also in, really. But more than that, you didn't hear or see it. So then they saw how big the community was, and they created a whole eventually a website in the 90s and stuff like that about ABDL, or then it was a different name, I'm not sure what it was, but ABDL was a little bit later invented to include more people. And then, more documentaries happened in the beginning of the 2000s, interviews on the American television, some of them worse than the others. But luckily here in the Netherlands, I really love how educational our programs are. With Spuit en Slikken and BNNVARA and stuff like that. They're really open-minded and really want to educate instead of entertain. Yeah. Of course, there's an entertainment side because you need that.
People will not watch it.
Like I've been now in 2 episodes of a program of them, and in the first one it was just a regular interview, and I was sitting in adult clothing because I was like, I want people to understand me and listen to me. And the second one, he was going to invade my space in a good way, and he was going to be turned into a baby too. So I put him in a diaper, in a onesie with a pacifier. And I remember him, the host of the show, I said, sit down on the couch. Were all kinds of plushies there. Just lay in them and don't say anything. What's your favorite kids show from back in the day? This, and this. Okay. And I put it on YouTube. And he was so relaxed. He was laying like this. He was like, whoa, I really get why you are doing this. It's so relaxed. It's so... all of my stress or whatever goes away. It was so magical.
I wouldn't say that I would do this lifestyle, but I understand.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't have adult responsibilities at that moment. You can put all of your adult life away for a little bit and just go back in the time when you didn't have anything to worry about. That's also the thing. People think that I have childhood trauma or didn't have a good childhood. I had a great childhood, 2 loving parents that accept me and supported me my whole life through, went everywhere, saw everything. I was spoiled as fuck when I was a kid. So I saw everything, did everything. Later it helped me with my traumas later on in the day. But before I got bullied at school or raped when I was younger, before that I was already in littlespace and age-regression. And later it helped me to deal with those traumas. And when COVID got me depression and all of that, it helped me also through that. So
it's just a safe space, I think, where you can always go back to.
Exactly. And that's the thing, and I love that about it. Right.
Misconception that people have that it comes from trauma.
Yeah.
I think it is possible.
It's possible.
It can happen.
I have known people
to deal with.
I've known people who have 5 brothers and 5 sisters and never got any attention. That's the reason that they are now or people who are like a trans or I hate the word trans. You're just a woman or a man. That's just my thing, and you can change into that. But then you've always been a woman in my eyes. You know, even after transition, you're a woman now, but you were already. You know, that's how I see it. When like trans girls were like, but I never was a baby girl back in the day. I was a baby boy, so that's why I want to be a baby girl now. So that's also a lot of things happening. About that trans.
That's a pretty end,
right?
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Very interesting.
Right?
Yes. It was so lovely to have you here.
Thank you.
Learned a lot.
And don't forget to check out the bio because
Instagram and my YouTube channel that I also have, where I vlog about and educate about the community. So please take a look on that.
Go check it out. Don't forget it. Otherwise,
I'm very mad. I'm very mad.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with everyone.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Lekker kut.